Today, for the first time in the rally's history, the special took part entirely in Senegal on a brand new route. A bit of a safari feel to the stage with baobab and acacia trees all around. A much anticipated stage, especially for the bikes, because in their category it was all to play for in the 82 kilometres of timed sector. And boy, did it deliver. Let's start though with the bikes in the raid category and with the legend of the sport. You'll recognise the face for sure. 36-time Dakar competitor Stéphane Peterhansel. Back to the source and in the footsteps of Thierry Sabine, the Dakar record holder is right back where he started. It's such a pleasure to experience the African atmosphere again. The villages we passed through, the children in Attar who came to see us, it's a really great feeling. And then the specific tracks in Mauritania with super soft dunes. They're really surprising. I enjoyed today, even though I'm not racing. In the raid category, we rode on the same section as the race, and I pushed a bit and it felt great on the bike. The man, better known as Mr. Dakar, 6-time bike winner and 8 times in a car, has come back to all his first loves. 2 wheels, with a Yamaha, and in Africa, a legendary rider on legendary tracks. I've always said I was lucky enough to do the Dakar 20 times, in Africa, 10 times in South America, and also in Saudi Arabia. And if I had to keep just one, the best memories have always been in Africa. It's a continent that is so much more varied, between the Maghreb in the north, the vast desert, and then when you move into the savannah, and when you arrive in Senegal, it's truly incredibly diverse. And that's what I missed, that's why I'm back. Firstly, Yamaha organises events for competitors on the Africa Eco Race, and also for those who want to discover it in raid mode. So it's thanks to Yamaha that I'm here. It's perfect because this bike was my first love. He's here for fun in the raid, and Peterhansel is doing his bit to share the experience with the less experienced riders. When we're in a small group like this, if I see a rider struggling a bit, I try to give them a bit of advice. It's natural for me, and I do it happily. We do what we can because we don't have much time. So to ensure we all progress at a similar pace, I've given some advice, especially in the dunes, because as soon as we're on fast, hard, solid terrain, everyone knows how to ride. It gets more complicated when we get into soft dunes and sand. That's when a few tips are always welcome. These riders are not in the raid, but are also not aiming for the win. They have one crazy goal: to get to Dakar with only 2 trunks. This year, 26 of them started in this extraordinary adventure. They are the Moto Extreme Riders, and they're looked after by a team that cares a lot about them. The important thing is to set up everything, tents, mats, so that when they arrive, they can settle in, park their bikes, and then either grab a drink at the catering tent or start working on their bikes, depending on their choice. They do as they wish. Here we have 6 riders, 6 bikers in this truck. We have racks here where we give them with all the fluids they need, oil, everything they require. What makes the bike trunks unique is that each rider gets 2 trunks, 4 wheels, whether mounted or just tyres. What matters is the quantity, and then a travel bag that allows them to catch their flight home. It's 5:30 p.m. Mission is complete. They've all arrived, and we'll do it all again tomorrow when they come in. The question is, though, who won the category? It's the Spaniard Guillem Martinez Boronat. Despite a fall on the last stage, leaving him with a sore wrist, he has also won the Rookie Rider by a Cherbis category, a double win for one of the youngest riders in the rally. I really wanted to go for the 450cc win too, but 10 kilometres from the end I skidded and I couldn't control the bike and I fell. Apart from that, though, the stage was very slippy, very fast and quite complex in the navigation. Congratulations to Guillaume for the 450 win. That would be Guillaume Born. The Moroccan rider was leading the Rookie Rider category last year when he fell in Mauritania, so it was an emotional finish line today where he was met by his wife. I knew that in the end I gave it my all. In a race like this, you don't come aiming for the podium, but when you start as an amateur, you get caught up in the game. Third place, first 450, it was a hard week. With my lack of preparation, it was hard. I was ill. Everyone supported me, my wife and daughter, parents, friends, sponsors.
Les parents, les amis, les sponsors.
I gave it everything while staying safe. Riding like crazy is not my style. The uncertainty was intense this morning at the start line. Only 9 seconds separated Alessandro Peturi and Jacopo Cerruti. 9 seconds, unheard of. And it all came down to a twist of fate in the end. During the stage, Peturi drove over some netting and got completely entangled in both wheels of his Yamaha. He lost a lot of time and his possible third rally title. It was a great battle. I'm happy, but it's a real shame because I got caught in a net after I made a mistake. It's a real shame. But there you go. You win some, you lose some.
È così, si vince, si perde.
Jacopo Cerruti had no idea this had happened, so he gave it his all in the last stage. The Italian arrived exhausted but delighted to have defended his Africa Eco Race title. It's incredible.
Chiaramente un po' sono Sorry.
I'm so happy for me and for Aprilia and the team. Everyone deserved it. We've had 2 unbelievable weeks. We've had moments of bad luck, as did Alessandro. We have a lot of respect for each other. He also deserved to win this Africa race for all his efforts. But only one can win. I'm happy to have won, but I'm sad for him. In the stage rankings, Cerruti finished in 1 hour, 1 minute, 54 seconds, ahead of Peturi and Born, with Giovanni Gritti in 5th. In the GC, never in the history of the race has there been such a narrow margin at the end. Cerruti wins with only 26 seconds between him and Peturi. Guillaume Born was 3rd. A more comfortable 7 minutes and 11 seconds separated Gerrit Zermont and his compatriot William van Groningen this morning. At the wheel of his man, the Dutchman kept his lead and succeeds Thomas Tomacek as Africa Eco Race winner. In the SSV category, the suspense in the final stage was pretty fierce. This morning, Pierre Lafay was 5 minutes and 57 seconds behind the Dutchman Martin van den Broek. At the finish line, Lafay won the stage and thought he had also won the SSV category. But later, race officials adjusted the time for the Dutchman for helping a biker yesterday, and as a result, Martin van den Broek secured the SSV category win. We enjoyed every stage. The further we got from Tangier, the more beautiful the stages became. Mauritania was really great. Driving here in Senegal is so bizarre between the trees and the fences. Everything about it. We really gave everything we had. The car made it to the finish. The team did a great job. Thanks to the guys from QFF for everything they did, and thanks to the organisation. It was really well organised. The winner of the car truck SSV category is Benoît Fretin. He started his victory run in Morocco and stayed consistent throughout Mauritania and Senegal. Fretin joins the list of winners alongside none other than Jean-Louis Schlesser. It's really awesome. We worked for this victory. For the past 3-4 days, we've been not driving as fast as we could. We built it up over 12 or 13 stages. The mechanics did a great job. We were well prepared and the car was in great condition. And I have a co-driver who made 0 mistakes. Victory comes from that part too. I'm definitely not the fastest, and we had a 2-wheel drive, the same engine that Jean-Louis Schlesser used several years ago when he won. It's truly a special moment. We're very happy. We came here for this, and for once we achieved exactly what we wanted. Today's stage victory goes to Pierre Lafay with a 6-minute 34-second lead over Benoît Fretin. The third place went to the Hungarian Varga Imre. The top truck was Van Groningen in 6th. In the overall standings, Benoît Fretin wins the rally and succeeds Gauthier Paulin from 2024. He finishes 4 hours and 36 minutes ahead of Van den Broek's SSV in 2nd. Gerrit Zermont wins the truck category in 4th. Finally, in the historic category, a double victory today for the Belgian Eric Claes with his son Tom. The defending champion won the stage, his 9th out of the 10, and takes the overall victory. The scenery this year, especially in Morocco, was incredible. The stages were longer, tougher and more rally raid orientated. It wasn't less about regularity, but the rally raid aspect was definitely there. That's the big difference. It was harder for us, but in the end, it went well. We didn't have any problems. We were lucky again. No punctures, no accidents, nothing. And my son rose to the occasion. I really appreciate that. Let's look again at the results of this 10th stage. In the top 3, we find Eric Claes and his son Tom ahead of their fellow Belgians Kurt Dujardin and René de Klerk. Sylvie David-Boulin and her daughter Virginie came in 3rd. In the overall standings, no changes. Eric Claes secures victory with a 1,410-point lead over Kurt Dujardin. Fabrice Morin completes the podium. And that's it for today. Tomorrow marks the final day with the now legendary finish on the shores of Lac Rose in Dakar. The culmination of 2 intense weeks of racing to savour the last 22 timed kilometres, which will feel like a relief for some, but above all, a well-earned reward for everyone. For now, we'll leave you with some of the day's most beautiful images. Bye-bye.